Welcome back to another live stream with the Hockey Nation Live Show. This is the Hockey Coach Guru, Coach Frenchy, back in the booth tonight. Like usually we do, we're doing all its fun games during the season when the Montreal Canadiens are not playing. So today we're going to present the Dallas Star versus the Ottawa Senators. Both of them are 1W, 1 loss, and 2 games. Will be interesting to see who is going to win today between the Dallas Star and, of course, the Ottawa Senators. We welcome everybody. Thanks to join us today. It's going to be a really mellow game today. We're just going to enjoy watching the game online, and we'll see what happens. We do a play-by-play. It's not a live stream live. I put on the website, on the chat, the website, you can watch the game live free, or you can go also on the NHL 66 on YouTube channel. That's where you get all the information to watching the game live. I'll say it's free. Wherever you are around the world, we welcome you back inside the house today. We welcome you. And of course, we have a couple of people here. We have Marc Roy. Bonsoir, mon Marc. Bienvenue dans la maison du Hockey Nation Live Show. Of course, Nicolas de Gauby Bonneau. Nicolas directly from Sherbrooke, dans la belle région de Sherbrooke. Welcome back, Mr. Nicolas. Farrell Amogus, back in the house tonight. We didn't see you yesterday between the Montreal Canadiens and, of course, we did the Edmonton again, the Calgary Flames. We miss you. Welcome back, Mr. Farrell. Michael Rosenblatt back in the house, directly from South Florida. Michael, thanks to join us today. Hopefully you have an amazing, great weekend. You're absolutely right. First of all, the Florida Panthers looking great. We talked about them this morning. We did a weekly review. This is a new show we do every Sunday morning. We talk about the Montreal Canadiens and the Florida Panthers. And then we talk about fun things going on around the league on the weekly. And that's happening every Sunday morning at 11 o'clock. And finally, of course, we hit the 3,000 milestone a couple of days ago. So thanks. You are the reason why we hit the 3,000. You are the one join us all the time. Of course, directly from Finland, Ville O in the house. Lara Ash, welcome in the house also. Thanks for joining us. The game is going to start in a few minutes. Khudobin is going to be the goaltender between the pipe for the Dallas Star. And finally, of going to be Gustavsson, his first game of the year for the Ottawa Senators is going to get the nods for them tonight. A couple of injury for the both teams. First of all, we know for the Dallas Star they're going to be missing John Kleinberg out for at least as a day today. We'll see what's happening. And then for the Ottawa Senators, unfortunately, they're not a captain. Maybe the future captain, Brady Tkachuk, is not there. Victor Mete is also out. And finally, the goaltender, Matt Murray, is not around for the game today. So it's going to be interesting how the Ottawa Senators is going to play again. The Dallas Star, they know they lost again at Toronto Maple Leafs yesterday by a score 3-1, I believe. And then they beat the Toronto Maple Leafs, the first game at the Canadian Tire by a score of 2-1. Or 3-2, I believe. Robinson out also. You're absolutely right, Vileo, about this. I missed this one for the Dallas. And the puck is dropped in all the way. The Ottawa pick up the puck and the neutral zone recovery by the Dallas. We're going to have already offside at the blue line. We have to start over. So, that's what's happening about this. Bon match, mon Nicolas. Je suis certain qu'elle se regarde la partie sur le TVA. Tu dois être peut-être en avance sur moi parce que je ne suis pas sur le ESPN+, je suis directement sur le website que j'ai donné ce soir. Donc, tu vas sûrement être en avance sur moi sur la partie. Bon match, yes. Zezev, keep the puck went up, but unfortunately the Dallas Star regroup and they are ready to pick up the puck. And they're coming down the puck all the way to Ottawa. Go behind the net. Shabbat is on the ice with Norris at the beginning of the game and then give the puck to Zezev. Zab love the puck. Unfortunately, Dallas pick up the puck. We're going to be in formation on regroup. Ryan Suter is a new member of the defensive for the Dallas Star. And so far, the Dallas Star have a lot of expectation with all the veterans they have with Seguin, Jimmy Benn, of course. That's gave them an edge with Radulov. And always been a problem for Dallas for the last couple of years is injuries for a major key problem for the major players. Like last year, they missed Radulov and Tyler Seguin all year long almost. So we'll be interesting how they're going to do now with them back in the lineup. But again, they lost John Glenberg after the first game, so we'll be see happening with them. So Dallas will now bring the puck. Del Zotto, first time back in on the game in NHL this year. He never played so far until tonight. He's on the ice right now behind the net and losing the puck. But again, the defenseman Ottawa pick up the puck, get the puck all the way into the zone. But Ottawa's coming down right now. We have 3 versus 3. Ellis lose the puck after a check from the defenseman at Dallas. Shot for the blue line for Ottawa, a block by the defenseman. No shot at the moment for both teams. Hopefully you have an amazing, great weekend. Are you glad you have a great ready for the week? Tomorrow we start under the weekend in October, so hopefully you're going to be ready for that one over there. Jimmy Benn is on the ice right now for the Dallas Stars. Couple of words. Shane Pinto at the blue line. Here we go. Maybe the first fight of the night. Jimmy Benn versus Josh Brown. Jimmy Benn versus Brown. Here we go. Both of them holding. Brown apply a right, but nothing happening there. Brown second one. Nothing hit. Nothing. Whoop. Just hit now Jimmy Benn. Jimmy Benn holding this one. Another one. And now they just dancing a little bit. Nothing else major. Brown. Jimmy Benn. Oh! Jimmy Benn now. Oh, on the right side. The both of them continuously hitting there. Oh, this is, on the left side. Jimmy Benn with the left. Apply a very good. Here we go. This is the end of this one. A couple of good swing right there for both players. Benn with the left and Brown with the right. Couple of times Brown was, Benn hit the nose of the Brown, but Brown stay up. Again, first fight of the game. Right there at the beginning of the game. Jimmy Benn versus Logan Brown. A little bit interesting to see that. Honestly, I think it's the first fight since we do live stream at the season 21-22. Pinto is on the ice right now with Connor Brown for the Ottawa Senators. And the defenseman Farrell start slow, finish well. Yeah, probably. That's a great comment about that one over there. Here we go. The puck now. Taylor Seguin is in front of losing the puck right now. The recovery by Halley for the Dallas, but unfortunately lose the puck. The first one down the puck is Ottawa. The puck is behind Khudobin, and they are set up to break out for the Dallas. They go D to D, and now it's Halley. Bring the puck all the way into a zone, but turn around by the Ottawa. Ottawa is on the ice now. It's unfortunately the puck go behind the goaltender Ottawa. Pavelski is on the ice at that moment. Thomas Chabot keep the puck all the way puck, bring the puck to Kachuk. No chance for him. The puck go all the way to Khudobin. Khudobin pressing by Ryan Suter. Suter lose the puck. Peterson is on the ice right now with Pavelski. Pavelski lob the puck to other side over the stick of the Dallas. Zab go DDD to Chabot. They play reverse at that moment. Long stretch pass, but no chance for Ottawa. The puck go to Zab. Zab lob the puck to Ottawa. And now we have a puck in the neutral zone. Nobody won the puck at that moment. Funny to see that. If finally they want to get there, Chabot keep the puck right now the blue line at the red line down the puck behind Khudobin. Khudobin let the puck alley go all the way behind, and Ottawa keep the puck right there. Shoot from Chabot, no chance to get there. Norris is on the ice with Brackenson, with Patterson right now. And we'll see happening there. Turn around past Suzol. Suzol is behind the net. And from the net, Norris tried to get there. No chance for him. And now the puck, he recovery behind the Dallas, behind the goaltender. The puck go back all the way to Suzol. And turn around by Dallas. Finally, bring the puck on the neutral zone. Request to change the line. We have to start over for Ottawa. Oh, Chabot's coming down around. Shoot! Oh, Norris! Big save could have been at the stop the puck at the red line, goal line. After the completely, Norris just make a big opportunity right there. Wow, that was very close. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to click on the likes. Tonight we're going to get a couple of, Norris, OMG, could have been with a glove, save a goal for for Dallas because Norris just tipped it. And, it was so close. Exactly, Villino. Great chance right there. The puck is going to be on the left side of Khudobin for offside face off. Here we go. The puck go behind Dallas, winning the puck, and we have to start over. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining us. Thank you. Just like watching the Ottawa Senators, we do this like we do about 1 or 2 games per week, just other game in NHL. Just follow up the Canadian couple of teams from Canada. And now Dallas attacking right now. Shoot for the blue line and missing the net. And now the puck is recovered by Dallas again for net. Hit a boo! Is it Radulov? I believe it's Radulov. Yep. It's not Radulov. Radulov an assist. Wide open, right in front. Yeah, nobody to cover him. Exactly, Farrell. I agree with you about that one over there. So 1-0 for the Dallas at the beginning of the game. Yeah, I agree with you about that. From any team, yes. Now Ottawa's coming now. Zab. Bring the puck in front of the net. Recovered by Nick Paul. Nick Paul hit on the back ends. Wow, Nick Paul. Right away score. That's the way you answer back. Yes, I agree with you. Nick Paul score is tied the game right away. 2 goals and then what, about 1 minute maybe? And Ottawa Senators tied the game. Wow. Ottawa tied the game right away. 1-1. Nice backhand, yes, Villino. Wow. I tried to put all the game, all the goal. That's it. Great backhand for sure. The puck is go all the way behind the net of Gustavsson. Recovery by the defenseman. Ottawa lob the puck all the way. No icing. First one to get there is Hadley for the Dallas. Go that DDD for regroup. Use the board all the way back down by the Dallas. First one to get there is Shabbat in front of Faksa. Recovery the puck by Ottawa. Ottawa tried to turn on the side and finally long stretch pass, but no chance. Dallas lobbed the puck all the way again in the defensive side of the Ottawa. First one to get there is the defensive Ottawa. We go DDD, long break out, but no chance for the breakout for Ottawa. And again, Dallas is a little bit of game right now. Nobody won the puck. To be honest with you, the puck go behind Zab. Zab recovered the puck, gave the puck to the is it Norris? It's Pinto. Pinto right now. Give the puck to DDD to Patterson. Patterson to Pinto. Pinto to the red line. Dump the puck all the way. Stop at the defensive part of Dallas. Dallas battled the puck and in front. It's coming down. Connor Brown shoot the puck. Missed the net completely. Recovery by Ottawa right there. Pinto lobbed the puck all the way back in the corner. Battled for the puck between Dallas and Ottawa. No chance right there. Sutter bring the puck on the side. And the puck go outside the zone. The first one to get there is the defenseman, Ottawa. They have to start over. Connor Brown go back to the defense, which is going to red Ottawa to regroup and waiting a little bit for Dallas set up the 1-2-2. Ottawa now, long stretch pass to Pinto. Pinto lobbed the puck behind the goaltender. Brown tried to reach the puck to another side to Ottawa. Ottawa, Connor Brown, 2 chances now, back to back. And could have been make a save right there. Ottawa keep the puck right there, bring the puck to Brown. Brown rim the puck behind the net. Recovery right now all the way up to the defense for Ottawa. Shoot the puck. Could have been make a save. Battle behind the net. Who's going to find the game? Well, gave the puck is Ottawa. Shoot the blue line. Could have been another save right there. We start over again. Ottawa attacking right now behind the net. Flemington cannot pick up the puck. Recovery to Zezev. Little pinch the puck in the corner. Peterson is on the ice right now. Beside the net. Good chance for Ottawa, but missed the net completely. The puck go to Peterson. Regroup with Dallas. Dallas pick up the puck, the blue line, all the way to the neutral zone. Lob the puck behind Gustavsson. Gustavsson lets the puck go to Zezev. Zezev to Tierney. Tierney's coming to the red line. Lob the puck behind. Could have been lob the puck with a glove. It will be the end of this with 10 minutes, 49 seconds to go. And the score, 1-1. Raffl score, and also Paul. Thanks to join us tonight. Don't forget to click on the like. That'd be awesome. And any question you want to talk about, let me know. If you want to have the link for the watching the game live, let me know. We have the link for you guys. We can give it to you again. 50 seconds after the goal of Dallas guy, the Ottawa Senators tied the game with Nick Foligno. Nick Paul. Here we go. Some people want to get this. You can watch the game at that moment right there. We have right now 6 shots for the Ottawa versus 1 only for Dallas Star at that moment of the game. Couple injury happening again around the league. Of course, Kako for the New York Rangers is going to be out. Nizov is going to be out for 8 to 10 weeks for unfortunately for the San Jose Sharks. So another bad news for them, unfortunately for them. And of course, Matthews should be back tomorrow. So it'll be interesting to see Austin Matthews play his first game of the season. We have to wait for the face-off comeback. You have it, Tilly. Kidder Rock, welcome aboard. I don't think so, Farrell. Look, because Toronto was full. It was sold out yesterday, Toronto, right? So Ontario, Ottawa is on Ontario, so I don't see why not. That's the deal. Puck go all the way behind the goaltender for the icing, and we're going to call it by the ref. We have to start over. Get a rock. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us tonight. Don't forget, guys, to click on the like. This is going to be just like a presentation live stream between the Dallas Star and the Ottawa Senators. The reason we are here is just because I decided to say, you know what, we have only one game today, so why not do it? So we're going to do it today, and then we'll be back at 9 o'clock tonight for the Power Play show. We do, shot from Ottawa again. Good save again. Shaw could have been resist about this one. Jimmy Benn is back on the ice after his fight. And Lindell rimmed the puck around the board, recovered by Seguin. Seguin back to Ben. Ben lose the puck, recover now all the way puck by Sekera. Sekera lost the puck, losing by Ben. Tipping Josh Brown, look the puck right there, bring to Ottawa. Ottawa's coming Pinto. Pinto lost the puck to Patterson. It was Norris, I apologize. Shabbat bring to Patterson, chasing by Radulov. And finally, Norris pick up the puck, losing again. Ottawa keep the puck. Sazo to Norris. Norris to the left side. Shoot the puck. Try to reach. Get saved by Khudobin. Recovering up by Jimmy Benn. Jimmy Benn to the red line. It's coming down to the blue line. Try to use the board. Not good enough. Zezev first one to get a puck. Back to Brown. I believe Zezev around the net. Bring the puck all the way out. Patterson goes to Norris. Norris now pass to Zozo. Great save by Eskinen at that moment. Adam Berger, welcome back. Honestly, I did not go to the beach, but I went to the pool. It was a good 90 minutes laying there at the pool, not many people, and listening to NHL radio XM, so I can hear about all the news around the league. So it was good to see that. Shot from the Dallas over the net. No chance. Pavelski right now behind the net. Bring the puck all the way up. A shot for Hanley. It's blocked by the defenseman. Ottawa. No chance on that moment. The puck lobbing all the way behind. It could have been first one to get there. Is Hapanen. Bring the puck all the way. Tierney tip the puck. The puck turn around and go all the way up in the neutral zone. And Dallas keep the puck right there. Checking by Ottawa. Go, Lives, go. Kelly, welcome back, Kelly. Thanks to join us. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. Brown lob the puck all the way to under the side, but no chance for Ottawa. Now Dallas try to bring the puck all the way. And finally, the puck go to hands, but losing by Ottawa. Brown keep the puck right there. Go back to the blue line, lob the puck. First one to get there is Issa Lindell. Go to DDD at that moment. Bring the puck to Dallas at the blue line. Neutral zone, lob the puck all the way, but you have a whistle. The puck goes straight on the bench. We have to start over. So a little bit quick start of the game tonight. Dallas opened up with Michael Raffl, scored the first goal of the night, and finally after that, 50 seconds later, Nick Paul tied the game 1-1. About that. Glass only 30-minute ball game so far. Yeah, he played on the third, fourth line at them so far for what I see. Coach, how is Bernier making more than Anderson? How is Bernier making more? You talking about the money-wise? Kelly? Only one shot on the golf ball game. Yeah, very quiet about, to be honest with you, Cody Glass. A little bit worried about what he can do, honestly. It's because first, Anderson, if I can recall it, he signed only for 1 year or 2 years, I believe. Let me check. I will check for you something. So he got $4.5 million, Anderson, for with the Carolina, and for the New Jersey Devils, Jonathan Bernier got also 4.1. So Anderson make a little bit more money, Kelly, at Bernier at that moment. And you said, Cole, how is Bernier making more? No. So Anderson make a little bit more $1,000. Bernier about this. That's what it is. Glass is just not tough enough. No. And I'm a little bit worried about, you're welcome, Kelly. It's a little bit worried about Aaron Brooks for the Montreal Canadiens. A claim. It's a little bit what Cody Glass is. It's a little bit similar, to be honest with you, Adam. No, don't be sorry, Kelly Anderson. No. Did not go that way. Only 2 shots for Dallas, guys, after 12-minute play so far. Reno, Shabbat, prepare for the breakout. All the way up at the blue lines coming down for Ottawa. Let the puck kick out the puck behind the net. Tierney tried to reach Zab, but Dallas pick up the first one to get there. Lendl is on the ice with Ampana. Apapa, I believe, what's his last name? Always difficult time to check his last name. Akempa. Here we go. Akempa. Complicates sometimes. Now, Zekera have the puck at that moment. Here we go. Shapat pick up the puck right now around. He's coming all the way to the blue line, to the red line. Shabat to the neutral zone. Shoot the puck. Stop by the defensive at Dallas. Dallas drain the puck all the way down outside the zone. Recovery by Ottawa. Ottawa give back to Ryan Suter. Suter pass to DDDD. Now it's coming down for Eskinen, but a turnaround by the Ottawa. Ottawa's coming back. Pinto bring the puck to Brown. Brown missed the net completely, but a good chance for Ottawa. The puck go to Del Zotto. Del Zotto bring the puck to Pinto, but unfortunately, Radulov. Someone lose the edge. Maybe the penalty of the first of the game. No penalty? Yes, tripping. Unfortunately, for Pinto, the stick got stuck between on the skate of Dallas. Face off on the left side. Jimmy Benn is on the ice. Ottawa win the face off. Chasing right there. We have Hans, Radulov, Eskinen. Two hands. Hands, and finally Ottawa lab the puck over there. The first one go back to Khudobin. It's going to be the first icing. 1:45 to go. Eskinen right now with the puck. Back to Radulov. Radulov back to Eskinen. Eskinen to the blue line. Come inside the entrée zone. Down the puck to underside. Hands. Kuryanov is there losing the puck. Finally, Ottawa lab the puck all the way just in front of Khudobin, and Radulov pick up the puck. Radulov now apply some speed at the blue line to the red line. Keep the puck. Go back to changing by Dallas. Dallas use unit number 2 now with 1 minute 15 seconds to go. Seguin is on the ice with Ryan Suter. Suter get the puck from Seguin. Suter to Seguin. Seguin to the blue line. He's coming to the red line. Go to the blue line. Kick out the puck. But the first one to get there is Ottawa chasing by hands, and no chance right there. The puck go all the way back to Khudobin. First one to get there is Ryan Suter. Coach, keep up the great work. Love watching your show. Thank you so much, Daryl. Very nice from you. Welcome back, buddy, by the way. The puck go back to a neutral zone. Ryan Suter lose the puck. Now Ottawa's coming down. 1 versus 1. Keep the puck. Great chancing, but no. Brown tried to go around the player from Dallas, but great play right there. They go back to Dallas. Dallas right now with the puck at the blue line. Come to the red line. Dallas is on power play right now at that moment. Peterson is on the ice. Losing Ottawa. Ottawa's coming back now. Nick Paul tried to reach another players, but it did not work. Ryan Suter right now keep the puck. It's going to be the end of the power play with only 5 seconds. The puck go back on the left side of Gustavsson. First one to get there is Ottawa, Dallas. Dallas right now is Sekera. Sekera right to bring the puck to Gustavsson. No chance. The puck go all the way up. Shoot from the blue line. And chance by the block from the defenseman of Ottawa. The puck go behind the net by Zab. Zab tried to reach Patterson. Pinching by Sekera. Keep the puck in the zone. Radulov is on the ice and for the net. Back to Dallas. Dallas tried to go backhand, but unfortunately touched the net, and we have to start over. And that would be the whistle from the for the ref, and we have going to be a face-off at the right side of Gustavsson. No shot for the Dallas Star guys during the power play. of the game. Show the game, Dylan Wolf. Obviously, Dylan, I cannot show the game. I don't know if you follow a little bit more the hockey, but the NHL have a copyright, and if I do this, I'm going to lose my channel where I work so hard to keep this channel live. So, but I can give you, Dylan, 2 places you can watch the game if you want to do it. That'd be great if you can subscribe to us. That will helping us. But I can give you the link. You can watch the game, and it works. I'm watching the game right now at that location. First of all, that one, or you can go on the YouTube channel. Called NHL 66. That's the 2 locations. You can find this, my friend. If it works, let me know. But I wish you the good luck to do it about that. And hopefully you understand. And good game for you, buddy, to watching about the Broccoli, the defense. Broccoli back in the house. First of all, thanks to join us today. I told you one day I'm going to show the couple of games for Ottawa Senators, buddy. We have a TV timeout right now in my situation, so we have to wait a little bit. It's not a great period overall, right? But we have to give credit for the Ottawa hanging there for sure at that moment. Yeah, it was a really good PK, Villino. You're absolutely right. That'll shoot. Save of Gustavsson from the blue line. Great save. Gustavsson. 4 minutes to go for the beginning at the first period. At the remaining at the period, first number 1 of the night. 4 minutes to go. The shots are 8-3 for Ottawa. Only the 3rd shot of the period for Dallas. I expect to see Brady with the C Thursday evening. I don't know if they would get the C right away, but I expect he's going to get a captain at some point. It will be interesting to follow with that story, but possible you're right about this. Dallas shoot a puck, Sutter no chance to reach the net. And Ottawa's coming down. 4 players join the play. The puck pushing behind Eskinen. Eskinen go to left side. The 4 line of Ottawa, the Dallas is on the ice. Kivirenti lose the puck from Dallas. Good shot for the point. And now Suzzle is on the ice with Norris. Zizev shoot the puck. Block. Ottawa. Norris got a puck. And the face or on the side of the helmet, guys. Ouch. Josh Norris will see what it looked like. Right away, the referee whistled right away. I know Farrell, right? Lucky, I believe, right? Wow. It could be very bad, but lucky on that one over there. He touched the helmet. He touched the stick. I don't know if it's your shoulder or a helmet at the same time. Oh, yeah. The side of the helmet. I saw that, Adam, about that. Zenit Gaming, welcome aboard. Zenit Gaming from Saint-Georges-de-Beauce. Caroline. Zenit, welcome aboard. We miss you, all of you. Hopefully, you had an amazing, great weekend as a family, and you enjoyed your weekend, of course, Zenit. But, a tip in front of the net. Khudobin with a glove, barely go in. Was a great tip. Now Dallas coming behind the net. First one to get this, Raffl to Faksa. Faksa play like Kuryanov. Kuryanov shoot a puck. Gustavsson make the save, and that's it at that moment. Back to you, Adam. I believe you, coach. I think they will end you in Vegas now. He will end. It would be interesting about that. You said grab and Osh to Buffalo. I, they would put maybe grabs inside this trade, but expect more. What I would say to you is maybe not grabs. We're talking about, coach. I would not be surprised they trade Dadonov and Marchessault and a Smith. Two of the three were there. Or at least Ag with, again, I would not be surprised Peyton Krebs is not involved with that trade. They will maybe give them a first round pick or something like that, major pick with a good defenseman, right? Maybe a McNabb or Ag or something like that. And also they will maybe give a rally. What the point I done this, they have to drop the salary cap with that. They cannot keep now equal with the salary cap they have. So expect one or two players with a lot of money to get traded to the Buffalo Sabres, if this happening with them. Now, another thing could turn around is maybe Smith, Marchessault out, example, and one of them go to Buffalo, and one of them go to another a third team involved with that trade. That's something like two defensemen. I'm not sure about that one over there. I think McNabb is at $3 million, so I'm not sure. But I think that I would be surprised they gave two defensemen, because the defenseman is not strong enough. So I think they would give one of them, the youngest one. It maybe depends what Buffalo want, but I think it would be more two forward with a defenseman. But it'd be interesting what's going on with all the injuries they have at that moment. 140 to go, guys, at the end of the first period. Dallas have 4 shots only and 9 for Ottawa. Michael Raffl scored the first goal of the game. Then 50 seconds later, Nick Paul tied the game and scored the game 1-1. We have now face on neutral zone. Norris visit Clendening with face off. We have to start over Eskenin behind Khudobin. Eskenin right now bring the puck to Sutter. Sutter right now lob the puck all the way to the neutral zone. Tipped by Dallas. Chase behind the net. Clendening tried to get there. And finally, the puck around. Oh, great opportunity Dallas, but a great stick of the Ottawa. Ottawa lob the puck all the way up. Recovery by Eskenin to Sutter. Sutter bring the puck to the neutral zone. The first one to get there is the defenseman Ottawa. Good check on the player for Dallas at the blue line. Finally, Clendening bring the puck all the way to Radulov. Radulov first one to get there behind the net. Radulov chasing by Logan Brown. And then we have Zezev apply a check on the Radulov. Radulov tried to reach the puck, go to Faksa. Faksa bring the puck maybe to Radulov behind the net, go in front of the net. First one to get there is Connor Brown, but we have another penalty at Ottawa. At that moment, it was going to be a power play, the second of the game for the Dallas Star. And Dallas, Ottawa 0 at that moment. We have Oking. Sunday are quiet and okay, not much news. Yeah, a lot of people like Elliott, everybody want to take a break this Sunday. I should take a break, me too. Just kidding. 47 to go. Also going to finish the first period, guys, on power play for Dallas. We have right now Pavelski with Faksa, a Seguin. And we have Nick Paul and face to Seguin. Dallas win the face-off. We have to start over Pavelski right now. Oh, tip in front of the net, missing the belly. Pavelski right now keep the puck on the board. Nick Paul win the battle and bring the puck to Connor Brown, chasing the puck right now. Brown lose the puck in the neutral zone, recovery by Dallas, but turn around to Connor Brown. Connor Brown bring the puck all the way to Khudobin. Khudobin bring the puck to Faksa. Faksa bring the puck behind. Recovery right now by Tyler Seguin. Tyler Seguin waiting right now. Bring the puck to Sutter. 18 seconds to go at the end of this period. Seguin right now at the red line. Come to the blue line. Try to kick the puck to Faksa. Too far from him. And fortunately for Ottawa, they're going to bring the puck all the way to Sutter with only 3 seconds. Going to be the end of this period. And we have to go right there. Oh, almost at the end of the period. Chance for Ottawa to score. That's it. First period is over. Here the resume of the first period, guys. At 4:34, Michael Raffl scored his first of the year. Radulov and Faksa have an assist. And finally, Nick Paul at 5:24, 50 seconds later, his first of the year. Connor Brown is Zab have an assist on that one. Dallas at 4 shot on the net. Ottawa with 9. That's conclude all the stats you have to hear after the first period, after 20 minutes. We're going to be back in a little bit later for the second period. So we have an intermission about 18 minutes. So thanks to join us today. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. That'd be awesome. Subscribe to be another great. And finally, please, if you have any question, want to talk about hockey, we are here to answer to you. Again, this is a special live stream we do Sunday because we have only one game in NHL. And we're going to be back tonight, 9 o'clock p.m. The normal show is called the Power Play Show. For the new people here, maybe you don't know, we are the only YouTube channel create 3 video per day. Or not 3 video, but 3 live stream. 11 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the evening. We bring you all the contents and all the news around the league. Jamo Vertanen, more directly from Finland. We have 2 people from Finland. Of course, our friend Veli O is aboard tonight. Our friend Brooke Lee, a fan, is aboard also with us tonight. Hopefully, Yamo, you have a great weekend so far. Let me think about this because someone asked me about you today. Someone asked me, Yamo is not here anymore, and I said yes, he's here, but he was not during off season. He changed his schedule. Jesus, who asked me this? But the monkey back in the house. I'm doing amazing, but the monkey, hopefully you're doing well also. I don't know, Yamo, who asking me that. It's a regular guy. It's a guy show up a couple of times. I don't know who it was. And they asked me about you. I told them all the, what I know, everything like that. But I cannot recall who he was. Yes, last season I was almost every night. Yeah, because you could. Now you cannot because you're scheduled. So it's all good. No problem. I think better not watching Montreal anyway. At 3 o'clock in the morning, it's not worth it at that moment. Like I mentioned, everybody, maybe it was my French teacher, not possible. I don't know. It could be this. I cannot recall it, I'll be honest with you. A long season ahead, yes, Yamo. It's going to be interesting. For people like Butter Monkey show up this morning, then he left. But I talk about the Panthers this morning. We do a show now. It's called NHL Weekly Review. And every Sunday morning now, you can watching this. I think it's pretty good. They give you all the information, what's going on for the Montreal Canadiens. We review the week. We preview the week. We did the same thing with the Florida Panthers. And all the news in the NHL, the injuries, the signature, the roster, change roster. We give you the probability of how every Sunday we give you the probability of the chance to make the playoff, go to win the Stanley Cup, and to participate to the playoff, and which position you're going to finish on each division. I think that's pretty cool to provide you all those information. We're coming with more information, guys. I just have an agreement with another company. They're going to provide us all the different stats with the WAR on all the players and all for the team. That's pretty cool. About that, I'm going to be ready. I think Wednesday we're going to get those information to bring to you. I hit 65 goal today. Congratulations, William. Was there for 3 hours by the monkey. J'avais a tennis tournament today. Here we go. Hopefully you have an amazing, great day. I got a hockey camp. Bye, William. No problem, buddy. Enjoy. I watched all the goals for the last night mini game. Bennett was on fire, but of course, not too happy about the Montreal Canadiens. Yamo, yes, Sam Bennett have a great night. If not the rat trick, not the hat trick. They call now the rat trick. Daryl said this to us, and I was just laughing since that. I don't call this anymore the hat trick, the rat trick. It was his second on his career to have a hat trick, honestly. Great performance. Kopitar scored yesterday his fourth. Ovechkin scored his third. Stamkos is on fire. Kopitar is Stamkos on number one right now at the top of the most point in NHL. What about Drew Doughty with about 5 assists already? And those kind of players like that, guys, why they perform more and more? They want to be a part of the country team. Go to Beijing, like Drody, Morgan Riley, Shabbat. Those guys fight for right now for a spot as a defenseman. So it'll be really interesting to see that there. Scott Menenbe, the original rat trick. Yes, exactly about that. Yamo, he was the one killed the rat inside the locker room with a hockey stick. Every time that, it became the national, and for the Florida Panthers. Anderson 30 with the headbutt on the Yamamoto. I was a little bit surprised to see that, Adam, yesterday. I watched the game the time you was watching the Kings. I was watching the Flames. Talking about hat trick, what about Connor McDavid with, 5 points already, 3 yesterday, 3 goals for the Edmonton Oilers. A lot of great game overall, a couple of surprise. Farrell, go Kings go. They are right now 1-1 after they won the first game. A little bit, not worried, but it's really surprised to see Chicago, Islanders, Montreal. I'm missing one team right now in my head. Islanders, Chicago, Montreal, Winnipeg with 0-2 or 0-3 right now. I don't like what we saw for those teams. I don't say Montreal is the best team there, but Montreal, like Chicago, a little bit shocked to see the beginning of the season like that. Islanders in Winnipeg too. I was expect a lot for Winnipeg. And then on the flip side, that's what I did this morning. I showed to you guys all the surprise return that. Well, maybe I can do that for you guys. We have time right now. Why not to go there? Let me check this for you. Don't worry, it's not this. But here we go. I can delete this. This is all the probability, guys, we're going to bring to you every Sunday. It's called the H Division, how they're going to make the playoff, win the division, everything like that. This is all new we provide. You can watch the video this morning. You can watch this, but this is a classic. Like Montreal right now, the chance to win the division is almost 0. To make, they finish 5th is 35%. So that's what the probability for Montreal Canadiens right now at that moment. 15% for the Florida Panthers, 18 for Boston Bruins, Tampa Bay right now 19 and 47. Those probability, guys, this is for an update only the October 12th. So this was for October 12th. All right. This was for this morning. So this is for this morning. The Florida Panthers are 5% to win the Stanley Cup. To make the playoff right now, they are 51%. You can see to make the division final, they are 15%. To make the conference final is 10%. This is update, guys, for October 17. You can see Arizona Coyotes right now and the Buffalo Sabres almost already out of that part over there. Avalanche, they are right now 1-1. And they play without Lestegard and also McKinnon yesterday. So I'm not going to be too much worried until they have their full roster about that. Look like McKinnon is not going to make the trip right now. Possibly, maybe not. And with the Colorado and Florida next Thursday. So it'll be a surprise to see McKinnon or not. Again, for the Panthers, that's the good news for the Panthers. So finally, one I want to show to you, that's not this, but it's this one over there. Can I see that? Here we go. So the good team right now, Carolina Hurricane 2-0, Edmonton 2-0. Tampa Bay 2-1-0. And the Florida Panthers. Yeah, of course, you have other team looking good right now. But I just give you four different team on age area or age categories. The bubble team right now, the New York Rangers, the Washington Capitals, the Dallas Star, and the Vegas Golden Knight. The problem with Vegas Golden Knight, what they are on the bubble coach. I'm worried about Leonard. I'm worried about the injuries, Pacioretty, Stone. So it's a lot of worries with the Vegas Golden Knight at that moment. That's why I put them on the bubble. The bad team right now, the Winnipeg Jets 0-2, Islanders 0-2, Montreal 0-3, and Chicago right now 0-3 or 0-2-1, I'll be honest with you. But again, with all the change they did, I'm a bit concerned about what's going on with them, to be honest with you. The surprise, of course, going to be changed right now, but Columbus are 2-0, the Detroit 1-0-1, the Seattle Kraken, they are 1-1-1, and then the New Jersey Devils are only one game, but I really like what I saw for the Devils. We saw Jack Hughes. We saw also Doug Hamilton over there. So Devils, I can't wait to see that for sure about that one over there. Winnipeg just showed on one last night. Yes, again, they play against San Jose, I believe. They lost 4-3. And then the first game, they play again Anaheim Ducks, and they lose. So it's 2 games they should win, and they lose. So it really, that's where I put them at that level at that moment. Connor McDavid had a great game last night. Yes, hat trick. Who is better, Varlamov or Leonard? I will go with Varlamov by the monkey, to be honest with you, where Varlamov is on the injury list at that moment by the monkey, and Leonard get removed during their game, the last game, the last 6-2, I believe, again, the Los Angeles King. It was out after 4 goals. So it's all the information we're going to provide to you. A lot of injuries, guy, continues to. It's just crazy to see injuries every day. Kako now is out. That's another blow. And, they played without Strom yesterday and Kako, and they have to call an American hockey player now to join the team. Would be interesting about that. The Vegas is, Pacioretty is Stone at that moment. You have so many major key injuries in NHL. The team who have no injuries going to have maybe better chance to go through that, to be honest with you. Talk about Varlamov. Varlamov is on the injury list. Ottawa announced today Matt Murray is out. Victor Mete is out today. And it just continues day after day with many, many injuries around the league. And that's a concern. And that would maybe change the pattern of who's finished first, second, third, and fourth. Calgary did not do well yesterday against Edmonton. Los Angeles lost yesterday, also the first loss of the year. I still believe Los Angeles Kings is going to have a good team. Now, the Seattle Kraken 1-1-1. So, oh, my God, that's great. Listen, they play against Nashville and Columbus, where Columbus could be a little bit good, but not good enough at that for my eyes. New York Rangers was not impressive against the Montreal Canadiens. Overall, they win, but not like a lot of bad execution over there for sure. Sitting here, having coffee in my abs, a coffee mug, and watching your great podcast show. Thank you so much, Dan. Hopefully you have an amazing, great day today, an amazing, great weekend. Beautiful day here in South Florida today. Of course, Suter for Detroit is a scrappy kid. Really great beginning for the Detroit Red Wings, first with Lucas Raymond and also Maurice Suter. By the way, you have a chance, guys, to watching a video. It's about 20 seconds. It was on the Twitter from the series, and it was funny to watch the video. So anyway, the game is you have to close your eyes and you have to collapse your hands like this at the same time. And believe it or not, Raymond and Maurice did it at the same time. So it was live. It was not live, but it was recording, and this become viral in hockey right now. It's a funny video to see that. And they talk about with the girls at the beginning, close your eyes. They try to know what the game is. And anyway, it was funny to watch this. But again, do you think the Knight or Bob start against Tampa? I will go with Sergei Pavelski, by the monkey, 2W, 2.50, gave only one goal right now. You go with the guy you pay for the $10 million. You go with the guy you believe is on your starter at that moment, and wait a little bit with Knight a little bit later. They play 3 games next week: Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday and Saturday. I believe they're going to start Knight and Saturday at Philadelphia. At least if maybe Thursday against Colorado at home. But usually you don't want to bring, and Philadelphia Panthers is different, right? But usually you don't want to bring your backup or goaltender number 2 at home. You want to put him on the road. But again, that's friend in Florida. But it will be interesting about this. I expect him to have a 1 game next week. What do you think about Lundell? Good start. Yes, Yamo. Overall, you have a great start. For me, I'm impressed by the calm he has. And also, he don't create not a lot of turnover. He's really smart, and for me, that's the details of the game he has it. As a rookie, you make mistake. I understand that, but overall, I think he have a good start for the Florida Panthers. No point, but it's not what I'm looking for. It's how the rookie look on the ice, and right now, I'll be honest with you. Is looking great. I think Connor McDavid will get 130 points. It was my prediction then, but now maybe higher. He's impressive. The guy is impressive. Joseph Laham from Houston. But I want not a problem. When you compare both of them, you compare a left wing with a center. At that moment, for the last 2 years, Huberdeau is better. At that moment, Mark Shifley also. It's almost like compare Champ 4 quarter for $1. Both of them, they are play major key for their team and have an amazing, great career. It's pretty much even. But I will, as a team, I will go always with a center. If I have to pick a players, I'm always to get with a center. And Max Sheffley represent a top center in any franchise hockey. But at that moment, I believe right now, Huberdeau a little bit better. Advantage for Huberdeau. I would not be surprised Connor McDavid reached this. All right, the 160. It would be hard, but possible. I don't believe Carey Price would be retired. Carey Price is going to be back in 45 days, 60 days. We're going to represent Team Canada for the upcoming year for the Beijing. That's what I believe. He's a scoring machine. Yes, Dan, I agree. Bill Jojavi will get good point this year on Edmonton. He's happy man alive. He score. He played very well. It's a new Bill Jojavi you see on the ice. And again, yesterday he scored a goal, but he get like 4 points yesterday. He could have, he got a lot of percentage. He looking great with McDavid. And now they use sometimes Tressel together. And they split Hyman with RNH and Yamamoto. But again, the line changing a little bit. But Edmonton looking great. Mike Smith was unbelievable again yesterday. And the score could be 8-2 to be honest with you. Who is better? Lestegar, Huberdeau, but I'm a good comparison. I will go with Huberdeau, to be honest with you. I believe we have a Lestegar have a little bit more physicality, everything like that, a little bit front size, but I will go Huberdeau. The good news about Lestegar is a captain, right? So that's a little bit helping about that one. I have to support Belgium because I knew her mom. Here we go, Yamo. No, very good. He's going to be a breakout season like Jack Hughes on my eyes. A great comment then about that. I agree with you. She was a cross-country skier. Really? So you have a DNA of athletes. That is coming down right now. Around we have a second period just starting. Do you think others will make the playoff this year? Then the others going to win the West Division. That's my prediction. Oh, that's neat, Yamo. I predict they're going to win the West Division. I could be wrong, but Pavelski shoot the puck. Saved by the Gustavsson. A back-to-back save. 2 save right now. That is, around the net. Missing right there. Good opportunity for Robinson. Recovery by Pavelski. Pavelski behind the net right now. Battle for the puck. Try to reach Seguin. Now we're up to the defenseman Suter. Shoot the puck in front. Tip for Pavelski. No chance. The puck go out by Tim Sozol. Look like a lob and tennis. But the puck go in neutral zone. Recovery by Robinson. Robinson's coming there. It's Peterson. I call him Robinson. It's Peterson. Sutter shoot the puck and stop. And we have to start over with a no rebound by Gustavsson. Great opportunity for Dallas at the beginning of the second period, guys. Pavelski, Peterson, Seguin, and a shot from the blue line. And Gustavsson was set in right there at the beginning. Not a problem. Yamo will be here. Do you think they're good enough to win the Stanley Cup? Not. I don't think so. But it'll be interesting to see that. 18-13 to go. Face-off winning by Ottawa. And we start over. Stanford bring the puck. No chance for Ottawa. Dallas lob the puck behind Gustavsson. And Chabot battle the puck with Kirivanta. In the corner, we have 4 players. Recovery is Tierney. Tierney bring the puck all the way to Ottawa. Ottawa's coming down. Ennis lob the puck in the neutral zone. Battle again with Glendending and Kiviranta. And finally, Dallas lob the puck. We have Gustavsson. Stop the puck. Bring to Chabot. And situation a breakout. Chabot long stretch pass to Tierney. Tierney top the puck all the way to Khudobin. Khudobin bring the puck to Hanlon. Hanley bring the puck on the board. Recovery by Zazev. But unfortunately lose the puck. Recovery now by Dallas. Dallas to the red line. Is coming to the blue line. And pushing the puck by Raffl. Raffl is Koreanov behind the net right there. And is it Radulov play with them? I'm not sure. 17-18 to go. That is already 4 shots at this period. Khudobin make a big save in front of Jeff Norris and no rebound. And we have to start over with 16 minutes, 58 seconds to go. Don't forget to click on the likes. Thanks to join us today. I appreciate that. We are tonight doing only one game. Of course, you have right now the only game in NHL. Face off on the left side of Khudobin. It was Jimmy Benn face to Pinto. Jimmy Benn win the face-off, bring the puck all the way to Sekera. Sekera tried to pick the puck to Seguin. Seguin to Ben, but Seguin pick up the puck now. Do the blue line, try to run to Josh Brown. Josh Brown applied, got it, solid check on Seguin, and they start over Ottawa on position on breakout. There's that recovery now by Dallas. It's recovery now by Sekera. Sekera tried the puck to Jimmy Benn. Seguin out to Ben. Ben shoot the puck. Gustavsson make the save. Brown, the first one to get in the corner. Use the stick to get the puck all the way to Ottawa. Ottawa keep the puck right there. Great pass to, great shot for Ottawa, but hit the post. Nick Paul. And the puck go in the net, and we have to start over. Another need a Purge goal scorer by the Monkey. Yes, not a lot of guys show up yesterday. They have a difficult time at that moment by the Monkey. I think it's just the beginning of the year yet. Can I say you rock coach every night on View Pascal? Thank you so much, Colette. I appreciate that. You are. Here we go. Awesome. The puck is recovering up at Ottawa, and they low all the way up in the 12th zone. The Chabot bring the puck to Patterson. Patterson tried to reach Sozol, a great stick of Dallas. The puck go all the way chasing Zab by Peterson. The puck go to Tim Sozol. Sozol at the blue line. Long stretch pass to Chabot. Chabot join the rush. He's coming down. Drive the puck to Patterson. Patterson to Chabot around the net. He's coming and wrap up. And Cooperton make a big save with a left pad on the wrap up. Thomas Chabot. Great opportunity. Icing for Dallas. We have to start over with 15:40. Great play at Thomas Chabot. The quality of Chabot on the offensive side, his vision to join the rush and play great, and a great pass between legs of Pedersen backwards to Shabbat. My ad are in the last place in NHL Dixon. Yes, not all. Yes, they are last day now. The NHL Twitter banner is Sam Bennett. That's it? Yep, it is. Ottawa's coming down right now. 5 shot for Dallas during the second period, guys. We now, the puck go back in the neutral zone. Now it's back in the zone by Dallas. Dallas attacking right now. Eskinen shoot the puck. Broken stick by Eskinen. No chance on the back door. Great opportunity for Dallas. Dallas continues attacking right now. Akampen pick up the puck and too far from Henley. Henley regroup and waiting for the chance. Dallas coming down. Here we go. Dallas 3 versus 2. Kiddo shoot the puck from, great save. Gustavsson, now Ottawa's coming back. Ottawa chasing the puck. A shot to Kelly. Big save Khudobin with a pad. Recovery by Kuranov. Kuranov lose the puck by Kelly. Kelly bring the puck all the way up at the blue line. Save by Ottawa. Tip the puck. Fermenton is the first one to get the puck. Cycling the puck all the way up. Del Zotto shoot the puck and Khudobin make a save with a blocker. We have to start over with 14-12 to go at the second period. Another great shot for the Ottawa Senators, but Khudobin again make a big save on that one over there. 15 shot versus 10 at that moment. Who is better, DeBrincat or Quenzel? Both of them was pretty good. J'ai pas regardé la partie. Est-ce que c'est une bonne partie? Oui, meilleur que Montréal puis les Rangers. Marc. Il y a beaucoup d'opportunistes pour les deux équipes. Déjà 25 lancés, Marc. Puis je peux te dire qu'il y a à peu près 7 ou 8 chances. Again, Ottawa now, Pinto missed the net. Great rebound of Khudobin on the stick of the Pinto. But Pinto have he tried to go around, but again, missed the net. And it was an empty net. Ben right now with Seguin, and then unfortunately Suter lose the puck at the blue line. We have to start over. Seguin, Suter bring the puck to under the side, but now Nick Paul, he's with Connor Brown. Nick Paul tried the puck to Pinto. Pinto ran the puck all the way up to the defense, bring the puck back down to Pinto to Nick Paul, and keep the puck in the zone. Nick Paul keep up the puck, shoot the puck in front of the net, tips, and go to another direction. Suter is first one to get a puck. Suter on the back ends. Lose the puck to Radulov. Radulov to Ben. Back to Radulov first. Big save, Gustavsson. And from Radulov alone. Connor Brown reset right now with Zab or Brown. I think it's Brown behind the net. Go Leafs go. Awesome 50. It's funny because when I see people like that, and I have a lot of respect. 50 mission cap, maybe a good guy, I don't know, but I wish the best for the Toronto Maple Leafs. I wish the best, and when they lose, I feel sad for them. But again, since 1967, with no Stanley Cup, with a team like they have, cannot cross the first round every single year. With the way they play for the last 4 years with amazing players like Marner and Tavares, Morgan Riley, Frederick Anderson, and, Austin Matthews and John Thornton. And I can go year after year, and they cannot go through years like that. It's hard, being honest with you. So, and it's just hard, right? We wish the best for the Toronto Maple Leafs, and hopefully they can get through this. I believe this year they have the way to go through this first round, fortunately, but I'm not sure after that. and they would have to get a little bit better. My concern now, unfortunately, is the injury of Merenchek, and you can see with the salary cap. I don't know what you think about this mission cap. What do you think? Are they going to sign Morgan Riley or not? Do you believe they're going to let him go? I think it'll be really a big mistake. Really impressive about William Nylander. No. Yeah, I can feel it about that one over there. I think they will make a mistake. They let him go. They don't have any defenseman to play the level. I'll be honest with you. William Nylander is the most impressive player. Since the playoff last year, something happened to him. I don't know. He clicked, but look, he's maybe one of the best players right now for them. Produce on the every single game, play well, a lot of opportunities. He complete Tavares complete Nylander. Honestly, we talk about Matthews and Marner, but honestly, for $6.5 million, that's cheap for Nylander. How the play level he play, he finally become what the people was expect from him. So, really a great hockey player for me. I always love. I watch Toronto a lot, honestly, because I do YouTube channel. But I really believe Nylander is the one I love to watch. Tavares also, but great what he does, Nylander, for the Toronto. Unfortunately for Morgan Riley, I don't know what happened. He was not going to get less than $9 million, and I don't know Toronto can afford to get a guy like him at $9 million. They have a lot of, the situation goaltender next year with Campbell will be interesting with UFA after that. So a lot of question over there for the Toronto Maple Leafs. We wish the best for sure, and I'm glad you stopped by. Hopefully you're going to subscribe and follow us because we have a lot of fans for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Always come here, knock the door, and we always welcome them for sure. Bottom on Cape, Trocheck or Brock Nelson? It's a center, two center. It's really similar. Brock Nelson bigger, honestly, but I think Trocheck is a bit more skilled, but really similar. Oh, one-timer right there. The Ottawa are now on power play, by the way. I just mentioned this to you. And Shabbat bring the puck to Tim. So is that a break out by Norris? Missing a one-timer right there. Thank you so much, 50. Welcome to come back anytime. Thanks to stop by. Here we go. The puck go all the way around with power play for 4 minutes for the Ottawa guys after a high stick. Here we go. We are coming down. Ottawa's coming down. Innes. Keep the puck right there. Bring to Tim Sussel. Bring the puck and then recover by Eskinen. Eskinen bring the puck outside the zone. Jimmy Benn bring some pressure on Thomas. It was not Ben. It was hands. It was Shabbat. Bring the puck back to Pedersen. Pedersen to Tim Sussel. Love the puck to Stanford to Shabbat. One time, Tim Sussel shoot the puck, miss the net. Recovery, Pedersen miss the net. Norris, I apologize. Sussel on the board right now with Pedersen to another side, but the puck goes out the zone with 2 minutes, 30 seconds to go. Dallas hanging there for that power play of 4 minutes. The puck go behind the net of Khudobin. Dallas chasing the puck in the corner. We have Sekera, we have Faksa, Eskinen, Norris, Pinto, and Sanford or Tierney. And Sanford bring the puck all the way to Connor Brown. Unit number 2 for Ottawa. Connor Brown's coming down to back end. So Pinto on the back end. Hit a boo! Wow. I don't know who tipped it. I think it's Tierney. Great play of Brown on her side. Second of the season for Tierney. Yeah, Farrell, I agree with you. 2-1. Absolutely right about that. We're getting the board update. Still power play for Ottawa for 1 minute 46 because he was still 2 seconds at the first penalty. So Ottawa keep another power play. Great play for Ottawa. There you go. Ottawa's coming down. Shoot the pipe, blue line. Khudobin. Puck go back around. Ottawa keep the puck. Del Zotto to another side. Back to back hands to Pinto. No chance for Pinto. Pinto bring the puck to Del Zotto. Del Zotto to Brown. Brown's coming up. Shoot the puck. Khudobin. Missed the net completely. Puck back to Pinto. Pinto to Del Zotto. Del Zotto walking up. Back to Pinto on the one-timer. Khudobin make the save, and finally, Henley bring the puck all the way out of the zone. Recovery by the Ottawa long stretch at Pinto. Pinto on the front net. Too far from Norris to get the puck. Great play, but not good enough for the pass. And finally, the puck stay in the zone, and Faksa bring the puck all the way to Gustavsson bring the puck to Tyler Ennis. 23 seconds to go on the power play. Shabbat long stretch pass to Zozol and the skate and turn around. All right, now it's Dallas coming in 2 versus 1. Dallas coming in the back ends. Gustavsson make the save and from the Sikara. Okay, I see you change board. Change your scoreboard. Yep. 2-1 Nicola. Yep. Thank you, everybody, to remind me all the update what's going on. Ottawa take advantage of the power play. Pinto shoot the puck and he hit the body of Tierney to score. 5 seconds to go and the penalty will be over. Lendl in the corner with Eskinen and Kelly. Kelly is there with Nick Paul. Kelly, Ben, Lendl, and then Dallas lose the puck, recovered by Nick Paul. Nick Paul bring the puck in front of Kelly. Kelly no chance. Puck go all the way up to Nick Paul at the blue line. Nick Paul tried to go around Jimmy Ben. Paul tried to reach someone. The puck go back on his blade. Nick Paul turn around. Nick Paul on the back end. Keep up the puck right now at the back ends. Oh, Dallas. No penalty right there. Jimmy Ben, I thought it was a penalty right there. Nick Paul, keep the puck with him all the way in front of the net. Oh, too far for the defenseman of Ottawa. We have to start over. Tierney back on the ice right now. How much point do you think Tippett we get stay with UB? 45, 55 max. I think 45, 50 would be good for him. Radulov right now is coming down. Radulov back to Ben. Ben turn around, come back. Go back all the way to the defenseman. Henley shoot the puck. Gustavsson make a save with a blocker. Gustavsson Henley save the puck in the corner. Now turn around and Del Zotto bring the puck all the way long stretch pass in front of Sanford. Sanford did the puck. The first one to get it. Sanford could have been bring the puck, ran the puck around the board. Radulov. Long stretch pass to the side. Recovered by Dallas. Dallas lobbed the puck behind. His hands is on the ice with Peterson. Peterson hands in Pavelski on the ice. Hands keep the puck with him. Hands to Peterson. Peterson cycling with hands. Hands to Pavelski. Gustavsson missed the net. Pavelski missed the net. The puck go back to Akapen to Pavelski. Pavelski bring the puck, keep the puck with him to Radulov. Radulov to Kapen, and then finally made the save. Was not Pavelski, it was Radulov. My mistake. 22. I think he's going to have the double. I believe like 22 and 28 assists. Something like that, or 24 goals, 28 assists. You know what I mean? Like 48, 52 points. That will be my guess for the upcoming year. I believe. Remember, he played also on the power play with the Panthers, so you maybe get a 4-5 goal, maybe 6 goal this year. That helped, right? TV timeout, by the way, guys. Thanks to join us. Don't forget to click on the likes. If you want to have the link, if you want to get the link to watching the game live, let me know. I can provide to you. I got a new Panthers jersey yesterday. Congratulations, by the monkey. The Panthers Reserve Retro. Awesome. They play at Tampa Tuesday night. Again, the Tampa Bay Lightning will be a very interesting game. We're going to watch for sure. We're going to follow up. Thursday are at home against the Colorado Avalanche. And then finally, Saturday, they are going to be at the Philadelphia Flyers for the third game of the weeks. Listen, you have big schedule for them. Islanders, Tampa Bay, and the Colorado. 3 teams they consider the top 5 in NHL. So big calendar for them for the beginning of the first 5 games. Can the Panthers go with 3-1-1? I would be really happy to get 3-1-1 or 4-1-1, 4-1, or maybe 5-0. But big week for them. I think they're going to win against Philadelphia. It will be a Colorado at home. It will be interesting what they're going to do against Tampa Bay. I agree with you, NHL, about that. NHL, about the monkey. Here we go. Face off winning by Ottawa. Zezev tried to win the puck to a breakout. Pinto is on the ice, and Zezev bring the puck to Del Soto all the way up and hit the skate of someone on the neutral zone. The puck go out. I love ESPN, Banner Monkey, first of all, because also you can get others. I'm always on ESPN. I'm watching hockey, the college woman, college, and then we can get KHL, and you older, the point with also in the crease tonight. It's a lot of stuff you can watch. So for me, the fact come with other things, I love it a lot. Yeah. Puck go back now, recovery by Ottawa. There's a two win the puck to Zezev, and another puck go on the bench. A little bit worried. Will the World Junior be on ESPN Plus? Not really, but I'm okay. Usually the World Junior is on NHL Network on TV or everything in Canada. You can get it now. You can get also those games on the internet very easily about that. So last year, honestly, maybe yes, because last year I got it on the NHL. Did I get it for NHL.tv? I don't know how I got those games last season. I think it was on NHL.tv or NHL Network. I have to look about this. I don't remember. Eskinen shoot a puck, gets the sun, make a save. Good opportunity again for Ottawa, for the Dallas at that moment. Ottawa was very quiet right now. Eskinen shoot a puck, Gustafsson make another save. Back to back for Gustafsson, looking good so far. Eskinen to Suter. No, it's Lindell. Lindell make a save by Blocker, and Blocker hit the net, and I start over. On my two similar young defensemen, I'm all the same age. I will go with Eskinen. Because overall a little bit better. Wereski struggle a little bit on the defensive side, but again, you have both of them. One is right, one is left. You'll be happy. But don't not stop typing Jesus. Let's go Ottawa, London. James, welcome back, buddy. TV timeout right now. commercial, whatever you call it. By the monkey, I don't think so. He's overrated. Of course, you don't have a great beginning season, but remember, guys, I would tell you right now, it's my prediction. The Chicago Blackhawks going to fire their coach in the next 3 weeks. I think Jeremy Quellington is really on the bubble right now. I think since he's there, the defensive of Chicago never changed. The system to apply does not work for my eyes. And I think at that moment, I wouldn't be surprised he become the first coach in NHL to get fired at some point. I think the pressure is high. The expectations are high. They make a lot of change. And they have to go with the defensive. The last 3 years, since he's there, the defensive is not great. And that's the reason I believe it could be a problem overall for that part over there. London, Ottawa's going to win 4-3. Awesome. Thanks to us. No. And the puck go back behind the net, recovered by Pinto. Pinto ran out, fighting for the puck. If finally Dallas recovery is coming to the red line, to the blue line. Keep up the puck with the puck right there. Turn around, Radulov, bring the puck to Henley. Henley's coming down, bring to Benny. Go to under the side. Akapen, bring the puck all the way. Seguin, bring the puck to Ben. Ben to Akapen, to Henley. Henley shoot the puck, tipped by Radulov, no chance. Nick Paul, bring the puck to Pinto. Pinto right now waiting all the way up, too far for Ottawa. And Akapen ran the puck all around, recovery by Glendening behind the net. Glendening tried the puck to Akapen. Akapen ran the puck to Glendening, missing it. Recovered by Olden, chasing right now by Kiko. Kidon back all the way to Kapanen. Kapanen ran the puck behind the net. Glendening let the puck go. First one to get it is Olden. Olden to Cotton Brown. Finally back to Paul. Paul to Connor Brown. And it's coming down right there. Is it Brown? No, it's Shaw. Shaw play with, at that moment with Brown. They finally recover Dallas. Dallas load the puck in the neutral zone. And the puck go back to Kuryanov. Kuryanov tried to bring the puck to Dallas. Star losing the puck. The puck go to Dallas. Dallas coming down. 3 versus 2. A great stick by the defenseman Farmenton. By the forward Farmenton. The puck go to the side. Kelly is coming down around Sekera. A great check of Sekera. Sekera. Peterson right now with the puck. Peterson's coming to the blue line, to the red line, to the blue line. Kick out the puck to Dallas. Great move, Radulov right there. Turn around by... No, it's hands. And shoot the puck. Hit the skate of someone. Finally, Ottawa tried to put the puck outside the zone. And that's happening. Shabbat right now. Throw the puck to Farmenton. Farmenton tried to reach Shabbat. No chance. Kerry Vanta tried to get a puck to the board. 3 players fighting for the puck. The puck go nowhere, but finally puck go back to Shabbat. Shabbat to Zab. Zab to Sanford. Sanford tried to hit Ennis, but could have been picked up for the net. Oh, great chance opportunity for Ottawa. Could have played with no, not really great on that one over there. Good chance again for Ennis. Could have been make the save. Kerry Vanta lose the puck in the corner. Ottawa's getting now more chance to get there. Finally, the lab of the Dallas lab the puck all the way chasing, but Zezev pick up the puck all the way, long stretch pass to Ennis. Ennis lab the puck. Sanford apply some pressure, and then Dallas pick up the puck. Jimmy Ben bring the puck to Radulov. Radulov lab the puck all the way. Great play on Lindell. Keep the puck by Seguin. Seguin bring the puck to under the side by Olden. First one to get there. Olden situation break out. Bring the puck all the way to neutral zone by Ottawa. The puck go to Eskinen to Lindell. Lindell lose the puck right there by Ottawa. Going back down. Olden back in. Olden keep the puck. Shoot. Could have been make a save. Nick Paul missed a great opportunity on that one over there. We have 1 minute 50 seconds to go at the end the second period. We are right now at the end of the second. A little bit the last couple of minutes, guy. Ottawa step up more opportunities. Yes, Nicolas Anavar, bien sûr. Face off on the right side of Khudobin. Norris right there in front of Pavelski. Pavelski is out. It's going to be Faksa right now for Norris. Norris win the face-off. Try to get the play behind it. Zekera bring the puck to Suter. Suter right now bring the puck to Pavelski. Pavelski keep the puck at the blue line. Outside at the blue line. Great bad play by Michael Raffl. The problem with Badamaki is that they have 3 goaltenders right now. He can go down with no waiver, so yeah, he don't have to go on the waiver. If they go with Old B or Khudobin, they have to be on the waiver. They're going to lose him. That's the reason why. About this, William Saucier, go Senator, go. Penalty for Dallas. Sekera for 2 minutes for tripping. I think I'm thinking better of Khudobin. They have a better number, honestly. I could absolutely write about this. The reason, like I mentioned to you guys, it's just the waiver list. That's the only reason. Otherwise, they would keep him. That's what happened. Power play Ottawa, guys. William, welcome aboard. Hopefully you're going to subscribe. Hopefully you enjoy the game. I think Matchman play instant of 13 against Tampa. Possible. Face off Ottawa right there. First winning the face off by the Dallas heisting the puck. 1:19 to go at the end of the period, and 1:49 for the power play. Shabbat bring the puck all the way to the side. Come back for Ottawa's coming shot. Is it Brown? It could have been make a save easily with a glove. Ça va bien, William? Merci d'avoir arrêté. Tu regardes-tu la partie à la TV? Puck winning by Ottawa. Ottawa's coming back. Shabbat to Brown. Brown to behind the net. Oh! Back. There we go. Ottawa again. Ottawa scored the but. Great power play. Ottawa. Ottawa take advantage of the opportunities. His second game, a second goal of the night, and third of the year. Unfortunately, I don't speak Russia, my friend. I wish I could. Tierney score and take the lead by 2 now for the Ottawa at the end of the period. William, tu regardes-tu la partie, mon homme? Live? William, ça aussi? Here we go. Pavelski bring the puck all the way behind. Do you speak Russian? No, I don't. I speak French, Spanish, and speak English. We have a few people sometime from Russia, my friend. We have Oleg Shendikov. We have a few people. Non, pas toi, j'adore ton énergie que tu mets dans ton team les parties des sénateurs. Merci beaucoup, mon William. We can do that too for you. George! Here we go. Thanks, everybody. Don't forget to subscribe to the show. That'd be great. And it's going to make the shot a save right there. The puck go back to Radulov. Radulov to Suter. Radulov shoot the puck. Or a big save of Gustavsson with a glove with 21 seconds to go at the end of the second period. The shot is 22-21. At that moment, advantage Ottawa. Take the lead 3-1 over Dallas. You're welcome, buddy. If you want to watch the game, guys, you can click on this link. It's live. Here we go. Face off at the right side of Gustavsson. Is it Glendon Link? Seguin. Seguin win the face off. Back to Skinner. Shoot the puck. No chance right there. Seguin on the back end. So a good save by the defenseman Ottawa at the end of the period. 12 seconds to go. Ottawa lobbed the puck all over the defenseman. And the first one to get there is Suter. And it's going to be the end of the period with 5 seconds to go. And that's it. It'll be the end of the period. Oh, I know Ben is going to hit this guy at the end, but nothing else. Tip it. Tip it. Resume the second period, guy. Tierney scored his first of the night at 9:20. Pinto, Connor Brown on power play. Finally, 10 minutes later and 20 seconds, again, Tierney score, got his second goal of the evening, the third of the season, and on power play, gave the lead to Ottawa Senators by 2. And the final score after 40 minutes to go, the Ottawa Senators 4-3, and the Dallas Star 1. Don't go nowhere. We'll be back for the next period, the third period, the last 20 minutes of the game between the Dallas Star and, of course, your Ottawa Senator. Dallas guy have 17 shots during this period. Raf gave credit for Gustavsson, I believe. And for the 13 shot for the Dallas Star, for the Ottawa Senator on that period. Yeah, Tippett was the one really is going to have a better career about that, in my book. I hope you can come to Winnipeg sometime for the Jet game, Coach. I wish I could, but I'm stuck in Florida for the winter. When you have a hockey season, then it's hard for me to miss because of live stream. But who knows? Maybe I will go to Panthers. I wish for Bada Monkey and Michael Rosenblatt and Tim the Gators. I wish the Panthers let me go to the game and I can do my live stream at the game on the table. And but it will not go happen. But that would be the best thing of my life to do. But that's another subject. Is John Glimber or Dallas trade block? So his Panther look at him. Problem by the monkey is this. First of all, John Glimber is going to resign, I believe, with the Dallas, or they will trade him to get a couple of players with it. He's going to be like Morgan Riley, another one at $8-9 million. He's 20 years old. He's going to be a bit older, but he's going to get that kind of money. That's what he gave now on a UFA every time that. The problem with, and I just want to mention for each one of you for the Panthers, that would be hard for them to trade for players at $8, $9, $10 million. It's almost impossible because they already have those kind of players. And in 2 years, Huberdeau, Aaron Ekblad, and then Spencer Knight, guys, in 3 years, he's going to get already his contract. And so you have to be careful about that. You cannot afford to spend because Mackenzie Wegar is going to get that kind of money, not 8, 9, but he's going to get another $5, $6 million. So the money salary cap would be a problem. So I don't see the Panthers looking for that kind of money, unfortunately. Coach, it must be tough to be stuck in Florida. Yeah, difficult sometimes. Just kidding. Now, I'm grateful, thankful for what my life became, and lucky I was and I am to visit all these French cities, people, walk everywhere, French state, live in French countries, and I can have no regrets about that. And just been a great journey, day after day. I'm always thanks. I'm always grateful every morning. To make that work, you should rent a club box and do a live stream. Yes, exactly. But not going to happen. We are right now at the TV time, second intermission, guys. So anything you want to talk about? Ah non, moi, j'allemand, je mets quand c'est les parties. Merci, mon William. Checking around what's going on around the league. Um, have you been on ice lately coaching or just on YouTube? I ref a lot of game right now, Yamo. So I've been on the like tomorrow night. I'm going to missing the show at 9 o'clock because I have to be on the ice. Wednesday night I do a presentation as a referee, so I'm going to be out Wednesday night again. My week's a bit difficult this week for the live stream, but I'm going to be live at 5 o'clock. But I skate about, I do about 7, 8 games per week on the referee. I don't coach this year. I really focus on the YouTube channel. We'll see what's happening. I give myself 18 months and go from there after that. We'll see where we're going to be and where we're going to get. It's not easy, be honest with you. It's hard, but we'll see. One day at a time, one video at a time. It's funny, Yamo said that. They have right now in hockey in Florida, they don't have enough referee anymore, and they don't have enough coach anymore. A lot of coach leaving because they are not recognized. The hockey is sick in Florida. I'll be honest with you. It's not a great place to play hockey. Really dominate by the people where they do this for make money. And it's sad to say that. And I'm sure some people not going to be agree with me, but I can see the quality of hockey is so low. It's getting worse because there are too many rink owns the hockey club, and the hockey club wants to try the money, and it costs a lot to play hockey. It's just a roller coaster. It's the wheel, and when you go on the wheel, you can realize that. But it's sad because at the end, the parents pay a ton of money, and it should not be that way. Yeah, it's happened sometimes, Yamo. You make mistake like everybody else, right? Um, Luckily, it's happened, right? I'm the first one make mistake, of course, but I try to be, uh, you know, it's that sometimes when sometimes like you expect the goaltender gets catch the puck or you have no rebound, you expect this, and then boom, he make it, you know. or the puck is under the glove or not the glove, but the pad, and then someone pick up the stick, pick up the puck out, and then you look bad after that. But it's happened. Yeah, it is, Yamo, everywhere. Again, because I said in Florida, not said hockey around, like you can play in Boston, Canada, Minnesota, it's cheaper, Michigan, only play North. Arizona, Colorado, Arizona, Florida, everywhere the sun or it's sunshine state or it's more expensive. When you go like Boston and North, it's cheaper. You nail it, Yamo. That's exactly happening in Florida. Canadian Jones said the thing the hockey is the most expensive sport to play. I think for equipment, right? I think you're right. I think because you have so many pieces you need, if you don't have that, and the price are amazing, right? But I think you are. But hockey is so expensive. That's why I play tennis. Yes, baseball is on. You only need the glove. It's just like the equipment, right? So you buy the skate, everything, the glove, the shoulder, and then you have to pay also the jersey, and then the warm up suit, and the team takes so much advantage of everything. It's just crazy to see this. And I'm telling you now, it's so bad. But that's another story. Yes, Canadian, yeah. Yeah. And again, it's like, it should not be that way. Where is Yogi? The Yogi, but I know what you're talking about. We talked about the Yugi last year for the Campton. Basketball is the cheapest to play, honestly, absolute right, Gators. And it's nothing to buy, right? And then, French state as French sport, here the football number one, and then here you can do so many other sport. So it's growing, but I feel like they don't do the right job for let the people pay that so much money. Wooden stick was cheap. Yes, absolutely right. Soccer is cheaper. GP the Simon. That's another sport. Like exactly, is right also, because like basketball, you just have to show up, right? What Air Jordan equal 2000, but again, like soccer, you just need like the chin card, the skin, this, what I mean. So, and then pair of running shoes. Basketball, you only need a pair of running shoes. So it's really cheap, those two, the sport like that, right? Now the problem with those sport like basketball, maybe not basketball, but like soccer, basketball, there's two other sports. They have a lot of youth travel, or the youth organization run those shows. But again, play on the big field costs nothing, so you don't pay for the rental. And 1 hour hockey rental right now in Florida, it's about $450 per hour. That's crazy. Yes, that's my skate is like so bad. John Gregor, soccer player make the most money. Yeah, I think so. John Gregor, welcome back, buddy. It was a round one, but it was a pretty nice anyway. I give you a little bit this. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. We appreciate each one to show up. This is a special edition of the Hockey Nation Live Show. We decide to make another live stream because honestly, we have only one game in NHL and we have a time to do it. So we'll be live here for another third period. We'll be back a little bit later at 9 o'clock to conclude the weekend, talking about hockey, everything like that, and go from there. Formula One driver make much as a soccer as possible. Did Dallas last first two game and now again they won the first game and they lost the last game and possibly lost the second one. Except Ronaldo, Lionel Messi make a $125 million last year. Unbelievable. It's crazy when you think about that, right? But yes, I answer back to you, right? The Dallas won the first game, and then they lost the second game, and they are right now at that moment. The third player is going to start in a few minutes. Like Nicola going to tell us time for the third player. 20 hit for the Star, 21 for the Senator, guys. The minute penalty, 11 the Star, 9 minutes for the Senator, 0-2 for the Star, and 2 and 3 for the Ottawa Senator. At that moment. Yes, John, you Bruins win yesterday at 3-2. 2 goals from Brett Marchand. A lot of discussion about the penalty shot. I did not see the penalty shot. I did not see the call. I just heard some people was complaining about that, so I don't know what happened. But we know Brett Marchand scored on the penalty shot to open up the first goal of the game. One of the 2 goals he did yesterday during the game where the Boston Bruins win at 3-1 yesterday against the Dallas Star. So we have to wait. GFX Maker, welcome aboard. Awesome, Mr. Maker. Welcome aboard. Thanks to join us. Don't forget to subscribe to the show. That'd be awesome. Any question you have, anything you have to, you need to ask, don't hesitate. But Monkey, I did not see the game. I only see the last second of the game. So I think I see the right things. I saw the replay of the pass for 8 yards and bring the ball about 31 yards. And then I see the kick. And that's the only thing I saw. And the game was over. Where are you coming from, GFX? It was not very good. Can you tell me the basic of hockey? We can tell you this another moment because I'm going to start the third period. But the basic of hockey is, it's a 2 team play 5 players on the ice with a goaltender. That's 6, and they have a blue line for determine offside or not offside. They have a goal line to determine the icing. The purpose is the puck go back in the net to give you a goal. And the maximum assist you can get is 2 assists. It's ruling with its friend rules. When you are penalized for 2 minutes, you go to the penalty box, and that gives you an advantage for the opponent team to play 5 versus 4. And that's pretty much what and 30 seconds, I resume, honestly, the simple rules happening in hockey, and that gives you exactly the basic of hockey. Hopefully this helped. We're going to start the third period at that moment. Tim Suzzle back in the lineup. You're welcome, and don't forget to subscribe to the show. That would be awesome. Which province are you located? Dallas win the face-off. We have the D2D back up over there. Dallas coming down by Seguin and Radulov and Jimmy Benn play together. Radulov now it's Pinto. Pinto bring the puck to Connor Brown. Connor Brown to the blue line. Try to bring the puck to Pinto. Pinto first one, 18 by Eskinen to Radulov. Radulov to Ben. Ben tried to go all the way to Seguin to Eskinen. Eskinen's coming down. Eskinen bring the puck all the way out. Turn around. Tampa Bay possible breakaway right there. Is it Nick Paul? Nick Paul on breakaway is coming. Shoot! Big save. What could have been with a glove. Now on the back end, says Zab. Great opportunity right there. Great save by Lindell on diving. Right there, the puck goes Shabbat. Shabbat shoot the puck. Missing the net. Recovery behind the net by Zab. Zab still over there. All the way back to Paul. Paul to Shabbat. Shabbat keep the puck with him. Bring the puck to Connor Brown. Connor Brown losing the puck to the board with Radulov. Radulov on the board with Pinto. Pinto with Ben. Ben bring the puck all the way out of the zone. Recovery by Ottawa. Shabbat keep the puck right now. Drop the puck to Nick Paul. Nick Paul's coming to the backhands. To the forehands. Lose the puck by Lindell. And now Dallas lob the puck all the way out the zone and neutral zone. Josh Norris, first one to get there. Bring the puck to Shabbat. Bring the puck to Khudobin, but losing the puck. Norris in the corner with Lindell. Norris right now. And Dallas keep the puck right now. It's coming down. It's Raffl. Raffl bring the puck to Faksa. Faksa loves the puck. Tim Suzzle. You have an offside at the blue line. Which do you think will win us this year? Which do you think? Lucas Pekela, welcome aboard. Patterson need to step up. Joseph is right about that. Accelerate the FN. Welcome aboard, everybody. Don't forget to click on the ice. Lucas, are you talking about who's going to win the Stanley Cup? I'm not sure that's your question about that. The puck go back to Sekera. Sekera in the corner chasing by Norris. To Glennon's coming down now at the blue line to Ends. Ends drop the puck in front of Peterson. First one to get it is Olden. Back to break out, but back to Olden to Zezel. Zezel to Olden. Lob the puck. It's going to be an icing for Ottawa. We have to start over with 17:50 seconds to go. Let's go, Dallas. Accelerate. Welcome aboard. Are you from Texas? Don't forget, guys, to click on the like. That'd be awesome. Don't forget, we have the only YouTube channel. Have a 3 show per day. I think Dallas has got some gun momentum going. They have they play well the second period, to be honest with you. Accelerate. They have 17 shots. They just cannot finish it. And secondly, Gustavsson did pretty good overall. I'm not sure about their line. They have a good line with Seguin. A good shot at the blue line, missing the net. They have a good line with Seguin. I just feel like they're missing a couple of pieces, unfortunately. But again, it's not over, like you said. Jimmy Benn behind the net with Radulov. Radulov lose the puck, recovery by Ottawa. Ottawa tried to get a puck outside the zone, but again, Dallas keep the puck in, but offensive for them, the puck get out, and Patterson first one to get a puck. Champ player for the Dallas, for Ottawa. We have to start over. Tim Suzzle on the ice went out back at the blue line to the red line. Lob the puck all the way by Olden. First one to get there is Anley. Anley bring the puck to Kuryanov. Kuryanov right now. Lob the puck to Kedo. He will shoot the puck. Gustavsson make the save, and we have to start over. Great shot for Dallas, and Gustavsson make the save. $17:08 to go. The puck went by Dallas. Suter at the blue line. Ran the puck around the board. Go behind Tierney. Tierney tried to get in front of Clendening. Finally, D to D from Olden to Brown. Brown at the blue line. Dumped the puck all the way behind. Could have been first one to get there. Suter right now. Bring the puck to the board. Recovery by the Dallas. Dallas lose the puck at the blue line. But gave it by Kuryanov. make another shot, and Gustavsson, no return, no rebound. Make the save with the glove, and that's it for that one over there. I need Khudobin to make some more save for my fantasy. Josh Sasso, welcome aboard. I wish the best for you, by the way, for your fantasy hockey. Always a great time to play. Always we play a lot. Another big save because that's in a shot off Eskinen, pinching right now to the board. Kelly loses the puck, and now it's Raffl, but a great stick of Shaw. Bring the puck outside the zone. First one to get there now is the Dallas chimping right there. Great forecheck of Raffl right there over. Yes, hopefully you can get it. I expect about 30, 32 shots. Oh, one-timer shot of Pavelski, a big blocker shot saved by Gustavsson on that one over there. Kelly retrieved the puck to the defenseman. Oh, almost penalty of Dallas. Now it's coming down to Dallas, to Ottawa. Logan Shaw with the puck. Keep the puck, drain the puck behind, but great play of Eskinen. They are coming 3 versus 3. Eskinen down the puck. Jimmy Benn tried to get there in front of Zenev. And now Ben keep the puck. Shot for Seguin. Save another save by Gustavsson. Finally, Nick Paul bring the puck all the way to Zezev. Zezev start at the blue line by Sekera. Keep the puck on the offensive side. And finally, the puck go back to Connor Brown. Round 1 versus 1. Brown keep the puck waiting for teammates. Behind, bring the puck behind the net. Nick Paul, first one to get there in front of Radulov. Nick Paul on the back end. Great puck protection by Nick Paul. Nick Paul shoot the puck, missing the net. Josh Brown lose the puck. Right now, it's Tyler Seguin. Ottawa look very good because it's a good goalie. Steve, I'm so right about that. Great comments about this. That's what I saw. A really calm goaltender. Control his rebound square most of the time. Great comments about that, to be honest with you. Finally, Dallas take the lead on shooting with 26 versus 24. I was down by 12 yesterday, so I cut my answer on the bench. I drew all of the Senators Dallas player I could. That's a great way to it. It's only game today. Hopefully, you're going to cut that down by maybe 6 or 5. Derek, yo, welcome back. Comment ça va, mon homme? Oh, très bien ici. That's a great move. Accelerate. Hey, guys, don't forget, guys, to subscribe and also to come back here. We talk about fantasy hockey. We give you all the information, who should win, all this fun thing. We give you the most, what we can do with all the update, the injury, the goaltender starter offside the blue line. Easy from here. You can see Ottawa now play the management. They really manage right now the scoreboard. They really care about the time management. They don't try to score 4. They want to be sure they don't give 2. You have a back checker guys coming back very high, and they don't want to give any chance for Dallas to score the second goal. You can see very well their system right now by DG Smith, the coach, and you can see a lot of dumping puck by Ottawa and a lot of the puck every time that. Again, they don't try to get 4. They try to be sure they don't give 2. C'est un bon match pour Ottawa. Très d'accord avec toi, Derek. Really manage par les joueurs d'Ottawa. Ils ne prennent pas beaucoup de chance. Présentement, ils gardent leur avance très bien. Et tu vois la façon qu'ils jouent, là, c'est vraiment 30 secondes, puis après, on change. Tu vois le down of the puck right there. Zab pinch the puck right now. To Peterson, Tierney tried to hit Ennis over there, but now Dallas load the puck on the board. Lendl tried to pick the puck. Eskinen to Kirivanta. You can see Ottawa fall back right away right there. The Dallas have a difficult time, and then Ottawa's coming down right now. It's Zenford in front of the net. Good chance, but no chance for for Ottawa. And now Tierney lose the puck to the board. Zab to Peterson. Ennis keep the puck right away. And then Suter going to bring the puck to Eskinen. Eskinen keep the puck with him. Turn around, try to reach the puck to Suter. And finally, the puck go to Dallas, gain the puck all the way down. First one to get there is Shabbat. Shabbat reverse the puck to Zab. Zab turn around, the same thing for Zazol. Bring the puck all the way outside and for the Fermenton. And no icing because the first one's there, it was Kelly. Could have been to Sutter. Sutter used the board all the way up, down for Dallas. They're losing the puck. Recovery by Zazev. Zazev lose the puck in front of Raffl. Try to reach Shabbat. Shabbat with the backhand. Bring the puck all the way out. And now Frementon picked the puck right out on the backhand. Lob the puck behind the net. And the first one there is Faksa for the Dallas. They are set up the break out. Bring the puck on the Sikara. Sikara's go hiding behind Khudobin with 12 minutes, 26 seconds to go at the third period, the last period of the game, 3-1 for Ottawa, 25 shot versus 26, advantage Dallas. Dallas bring the puck all the way down, and no chance for him. The puck go out of the neutral zone, recovery by Akapen. Akapen bring to DDD to Allen. Captain with the puck, drop the puck all the way up to Brown. Brown to Connor Brown. Brown to Brown. And finally, Brown deep the puck behind. Nick Paul pressure. Turn around. Nick Paul keep the puck right there. But a good save by Enley. Enley lose the puck, but recovery by the other D. And now break out. No chance. The puck go all the way up to Ottawa. Turn around to Pinto. Pinto to Brown. Brown try the puck to Pinto. A block shot by the defenseman of Dallas. Pinto keep the puck right there, but Jimmy Ben keep the puck went out to Tyler Seguin. Seguin down the puck all the way. Chasing the puck. First one to get it is Zab. Zab by hitting by Seguin. And now the puck go under the side. Kuryanov with Norris. Puck go DDD to Dallas. Shoot the puck. Under the save by Gustavsson. No problem right there. The puck go to Patterson. Patterson to Shabbat. Shabbat to Zazol. Bring the puck to all the way down in the corner, chasing the puck right there. Is kind of first one to get it. Give the puck to under the side for defenseman Lendl. Lendl lob the puck and chasing by the Dallas. And fun is Shabbat. Shabbat go back to the D to Zab. Zab to Norris. Norris use the board. Back to Tim Sazol to Shabbat. Shabbat join Patterson. Patterson to Norris. No chance. Turn around by Dallas. Pavelski's coming out to the red line. 3 versus 3. Pavelski on the backhand. Shoot of Dallas over the net. No chance for Dallas. Pavelski tried to keep the puck and then chase the puck in the corner. Pavelski all the way up to Dallas. Shoot the puck. Saved by Gustavsson. You can see how Gustavsson is so calm and protect the puck all the way over there. Très raison, Derek. Très bon match. Steven Soriano, Seguin, Karen Canara. This is a little bit Spanish. Bien Canara. I'm not sure about Canara, but Seguin doing well. Yes, I agree with you, Steven. We have TV time out, guys, for right now. $10:30 to go at the third period. 3-1 Senator, 25 shots for the Senator, 29 for the Dallas Star. Ralph scored the first goal for Dallas. Then Nick Paul tied the game 1-1. Finally, the 2 goals on the third period, or the second period. 2 from Chris Tierney, second of the year, third of the year. Both of them are on the power play. That was Meggett's friend at that moment. Ottawa lead by 2 by a score of 3-1. TV timeout, by the way. Here we go. Paul Young, Paulie Young, welcome aboard. Thanks for joining us tonight. How you doing? Shot by Seguin. Try to shoot a puck. Stop by Pinto. Recovery by Radulov. Radulov to Lindell. Lindell showing front of the net. And maybe a save by the blocker. Maybe. I don't know. Hola! Como esta? The puck go all the way to Eskinen. Eskinen first one to get there. Eskinen keep the puck with him. Eskinen going around to the blue line, to the red line. Eskinen go to the blue line. Coming back on the zone. Shoot the puck. Hit the block. Hit the legs of Brown. Go in the net. We have to start over with 9:57 to go, obviously. Where are you coming from, Paulie Young? Don't forget, guys, to subscribe to the show. Don't forget to click on the likes. Any question you want to talk about hockey, tell me where you're coming from. Tell me more about. Also, what is your team you like the most and is their favorite team for you guys? Puck winning by Ottawa right now. I am still here, Coach Alson. Then puck go all around for Ottawa. They down the puck behind. First one is getting there is a double W. 20. Sutter. Love the puck right now. It's Kuryanov. Kuryanov 1-1. Kuryanov shoot the puck. Great save by Del Zotto. Del Zotto keep the puck to Tierney. Tierney behind the net chasing by hands. We have Sanford right now also. Puck go to another side. Is Zezev. Zezev go deep to Del Zotto. Del Zotto love the puck to the board. Tierney. Dallas. The puck go on the bench. We have to start over with 9:21 to go. Stephen Soriano and Paulie Young, welcome aboard, both of you. Hopefully an amazing, great Sunday. You're watching the game between the Dallas Star and the Ottawa Senator. And we are right now at the half of the third period, 9 minutes, 20 and 1 second to go. And the Ottawa lead by 2 by a score of 3-1. So it'll be interesting if Ottawa can get their second W of the year and 3 game. So Gustavsson, maybe for my book, with Chris Tierney, are the 2 players of the night for them, for Ottawa Senator. Comment ça va monter rec en passant, là? I wish the best. Accelerate FN to win your fantasy hockey. And Steve G, you're absolutely right. The goaltender looking great. And Josh Sanso also for your fantasy hockey. So you guys, you're really into fantasy. We wish you have with us because we did a fantasy hockey this season, Hockey Initialized Show. Don't forget, we'll be live tonight at 9 o'clock after the game. We're going to go out and come back after that and do our power play show 9 o'clock. We've been talking about the league, about the NHL news, and talking about injury, signature. What do you think about your favorite team so far since the beginning of the season? This is going happening from 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock. Can we do a Frenchy quiz? I will do my best to give you 5 questions. If I have time between the game and the show. We have right now waiting for the puck drop. The puck will be on the right, the neutral zone. Pavelski win the puck over Norris. Dallas right now, the red line. Love the puck for Faksa bring the puck to Pavelski. Pavelski try to reach the blue line. Suter shoot the puck behind the net. The first one to get there is Pavelski to the side. Pavelski lose the puck. The puck go outside the neutral zone. Recovery by Sekera to Suter. Down the puck all the way. Suter tried to chase the puck right there. Recovery by Shabbat right now. A kick by Pedersen. Pedersen's coming down to Sekera. Sekera, a great stick over there. Recovery by Shabbat to Zab. Zab all the way up to Pedersen. Pedersen shoot the puck. Could have been make a save. No chance for underside. Nick Paul bring the puck to Pedersen. Sekera send the puck to Faksa. Faksa waiting right now. Faksa use the board. But Shabbat first one to get there. Stop at the red line. And now Pedersen regroup. And then Zezer bring the back-to-back to Pinto the red line, coming back to the blue line. Lob the puck behind. Could have been stopped the puck. and try to get the puck on the side. Could have been fake it, bring the puck to the right side, and the first one to get there is Ottawa in the corner. And the puck go to under the side. Aken try to get a puck, and then cleaning in the corner with Pinto. Pinto bring the puck to Nick Paul. Nick Paul bring all the way up to the defense to Zezev. Shoot the puck, miss the net completely. Puck go outside the zone. Delzato the first one to get there and regroup for Ottawa Senators. Delzato bring the puck all the way up to Connor Brown. Brown back to Nick Paul, I believe. And the puck losing by him. First by Eskinen. Eskinen stopped to the behind Khudobin with 7 minutes, 33 seconds to go. The shot 30-26. Eskinen bring the puck to the side. Losing the puck all the way. And back the puck go back to Eskinen. Eskinen to Lendl. Lendl bring the puck to Ben. Ben lob the puck behind Gustavsson. Seguin try to get the puck in front of Olden. Olden hold the puck behind with Tierney. And Tierney is the winner of the puck. Is coming down. Ottawa's coming the 3 versus 2. Bring the puck to Shaw. Shaw chasing the puck in front of Eskinen. And the puck go to Radulov. Radulov in the corner. Radulov try to get Ben. No chin. Great stick of Shaw for Ottawa. The puck go behind Khudobin by Eskinen. Eskinen waiting. That is going to ask for Chen the players with 6 to go. 6 minutes, 48 seconds to go. And Eskinen waiting now to set up their breakout. Eskinen gave the puck to Pedersen. Pedersen losing the puck by recovery by Linson. The local sport report in Vegas are saying they're not unwilling to give up grabs. I believe this trade would be happening in Vegas if they would get rid of the 2 low pay player and 1 high player. Yeah, possible about this. But again, that would be a mistake if they gave Peyton grabs on my eyes. I would not do it. Right now, Dallas, you can see Ottawa play a great solid 1-3-3. They bring back 3 guys lower to keep up. When at which moment the Dallas is going to take off the goaltender will be a big situation. See that? The puck go all the way to Sekera. Go, Braves, go. Chop, chop, chop. What time the game start, Gator, right now? The puck go to Pavelski. Pavelski to Faksa. Faksa behind the net. Wrap up. Great back. Hillibu! Joe Pavelski take the rebound after a wrap up of Faksa. And Joe Pavelski right there in front of the net score. And Dallas cut the lead by 2-1 at that moment. 3-2 after what, maybe 5 minutes to go. Joe Pavelski, the veteran, 37, 38 years old, score for the Dallas. On right now, perfect. Thank you so much. And we go, 5:41 to go. It's a 3-2 right now for Ottawa. Can the momentum of the game change with this goal? We'll see what's going happening. Lendl tried to reach Ben, but a turnover by Ottawa. Ottawa down the puck, chasing by Pinto. Bad play by Eskinen. Gave the puck to Nick Paul. Nick Paul behind the net. Recovery by Connor Brown. Possible. No tripping on that one. The puck go to the side. That is coming down. We have right now Radulov. Radulov to Ben. Ben coming back. Lose the puck behind the net. First one to get there is Ben over Logan Brown. And finally the puck go to Olden. Olden keep the puck with him. Lob the puck all the way in front of Seguin. The puck go under the side. And we have offside at the blue line. For maybe possible passing the puck with hands. San Jose Sharks defenseman Nikolai Knilov, yes, 8 to 10 weeks. Yes, Adam, I saw this injury happening yesterday, and I saw the news. We mentioned this at the beginning of the show, but you have to write very last bad. First of all, bad for the Sharks to lose him, and we wish the best for him. It's nothing good to have a lower body injury with surgery. That's not good. I don't know exactly what it's about. I did not look what happening, but that's fun to have a back injury. London James said that no, and yeah, unfortunately it is, but we'll see what's happening. Don't be discouraged. I believe is the first goal of the year for Pavelski. Yep. Faksa got an assist on that one over there. Brown guys for the Ottawa Senators have 3 passes today. So I believe Gustavsson, Tierney, and Brown should be the 3-star of the game at that moment. Can Dallas Star tie the game? Would be interesting to see that. They have again over about 5 minutes to make this happen. There is injury are crazy. This is going to be a season like no other. Yeah, I agree with you about this, Adam. It's an accumulation too much hockey the last 18 months. Very hard to recover. Yeah, the game between Dodgers and the Braves is going to start. And the series right now, I believe, is 1-0 for the Braves. They won yesterday, the Braves, at the third inning. At the last inning, the ninth of after single. And they win the game 3-2. Face off on the neutral zone, winning by Dallas. Dallas winning right now. Puck goes Suter. Suter lobbed the puck all the way to Gustavsson, but he hit the goal. Oh, my God. It was almost like a field goal for Suter. Fourth 49 to go, guys. Rick Barnes very calm behind the bench for Dallas. Suter bring the puck to underside to Eskinen. Eskinen's coming up back and forth. Eskinen turn around back to Pavelski. Pavelski bring the puck to underside. Suter the first one to get there. Suter keep the puck inside his zone. Bring the underside, but nobody's there. Pinched by Eskinen. The defenseman Dallas pinched a lot right now. Eskinen with the puck. Great play by Norris right there. Norris lob the puck outside the zone. Recovered by Dallas. Dallas keep the puck right there on the backhand. Drop the puck over there. Chasing again by Faksa in the corner. Recovery by Olden. Olden bring the puck to Norris, I believe, or Patterson. Maybe a 2-versus-1 for Dallas. Here we go. Saison. Khudobin make the big save with a glove in front of Tim Zozol. Great play for Ottawa, but the veteran goaltender Khudobin make a big save with the glove. A great play from Ottawa right there. Mr. Football back in the house right now. Roger Delaney give us some update. Dallas Cup are in trouble again. Patriot tough day for Dallas. I don't know the score. I don't know what's going on. Roger, maybe give us some update about that. Pinto and from Jimmy Ben. Jimmy Ben win the face-off. Puck go back to Sekera, losing the puck. Recover Connor Brown. Connor Brown lose the puck to Sekera. Sekera try to use the puck on the side. Dallas pick up puck outside the zone. And Ottawa drain the puck behind Khudobin. Khudobin to Sekera. Sekera back the puck to Hans. Hans back the puck to Lendl. Lendl to in front of Kuryanov. The puck go all the way behind Ottawa. Seguin was, not Seguin, Jimmy Ben was there only for the first half. The puck go all the way for on defensive side. But Dallas make a bad mistake with their Lendl, I believe. But they go back to controlling by Dallas. Dallas right now to Lendl. Lendl to the blue line. Keep the puck to Kuryanov. Kuryanov's coming down. Kuryanov at the blue line. Lob the puck to another side. First one to get there is Peterson. Peterson, great play right there. Peterson shoot the puck. Almost. Handsome, almost to another side. Pinto bring the puck right now. Recovery by the defense of Dallas. Blocker shot. Saved by Gustavsson in the net. 29-26 for Patriots, 117. Wow, that's a surprise, right? We are at the end of the game with 3 minutes to go. I thought I could turn on the TV, but I cannot. The 7-Eleven is a sponsor of the helmet for the Dallas Star. 7-Eleven. We're waiting right now to wait. A TV timeout by the Ottawa, maybe? Puck on the right side of Gustavsson. Jimmy Benn face to Shane Pinto. Pinto and Ben. Winning by Ben. Ben bring the puck to Eskinen. Eskinen with the puck right now. Lose the puck. Bad play by Eskinen. The puck got out by Connor Brown. Brown down the puck all the way. Fun one to get there is Suter. Suter to Eskinen. Eskinen keep the puck to Suter. Suter to Eskinen. Rim the puck to under the side. Dallas right now set up the play. Back to Seguin, I believe. To Ben. Seguin shoot the puck. Gustafsson make a save. Puck go in the corner. Pull could have been. Is it too late? Too early? I think they will have to wait a little bit longer, Steve. The puck go back to Suter to Eskinen. Eskinen right now. Keep the puck with him. Another bad play by Eskinen. That's the second time back-to-back by Eskinen. Back the puck now to Suter. Suter now bring the puck behind to Khudobin to Eskinen. Eskinen again. Eskinen, I don't know what's going on with him. Love the edge right now. Wow. Two bad pass, and then he just loves the edge. And it was funny to see that. Eskinen right now. Keep the puck right now. Eskinen in the corner chasing by Norris. Go back to Suter. Suter keep the puck right there. Suter bring back to Ben, but Ben is on the bench. Tire back to Faksa. Faksa right now. Loud the puck to another side. We have Raffl on the ice. Michael Raffl and Pavelski. Pavelski keep the puck with him. Pavelski keep the puck to control on the board. Recovery by Zezev. Zezev tried to go to Zab. Zab bring the puck right there, but chasing by Dallas for checker. Zezev keep the puck on the board. Finally, puck get out the zone, neutral zone. First one to get out is Garner Brown. Bound the puck all the way. Recovery by Lendl. Lendl waiting for the check for the braining. Go DDD back to Zekera. Zekera behind the goal line waiting for the new players coming back for the breakout. Zekera to Lendl. Lendl to the blue line. Get to the red line. Long the puck. Chasing to under the side. Zab the first one to get there. Seguin late on the play. And then after that, the Ottawa pick up no goal. Then there the puck go missing. Then we have icing with 1 minute, 7 seconds to go at the end of the period. It's still 3-2. We have a winning timeout by the Dallas Star. 34 shot now. Can the Ottawa hold the lead by 1 until to the end of the game to win this game? Will be interesting to see that. Can Dallas tie up now? The game is another subject. We're going to see for the next 68 seconds for the rest of the game. No goaltender anymore for Dallas Star. Is empty net occasion for the Ottawa to tie the game. Can they score in the empty net? That's the big story we're going to see the next couple of seconds. The faceoff is going to be on the right side of Ottawa. And we're going to be Jimmy Benn be there in front of Pinto. Suter is on the ice for Dallas. And the puck between all the skate, a recovery by Dallas. Suter. No, great play, Connor Brown to put the puck outside, and Suter bring it back to Eskinen. Here we go. We have 52 seconds to go at the end of the period. First one to get there is Dallas. Dallas cheese the puck behind the net. Zab bring the puck to under the side. Go all the way to Radulov. Radulov to Suter. Radulov to Radulov. Radulov to Suter. Suter waiting to Eskinen. Eskinen right now to Radulov. Suter shoot back a bit. Ottawa. Oh, no chance right now. The puck have to get out of the zone with 33 seconds to go. Eskinen to Suter. to Eskinen. Eskinen to the blue lines. Come to the red line. Lob the puck all the way. Raiding by underside. The first one to get it is Olden. And now the puck go underside. Stop by Suter. Suter to Eskinen. Eskinen keep the puck right there. Eskinen to the other side. Keep the puck right there to Seguin. Seguin shoot the puck and no chance right there. Now Ottawa keep the puck right there with 5 seconds to go, and it's chasing the puck, and that believe will be the end of the game. The Dallas Stars losing 3-2. Victory for the Ottawa Senators, the second of the year. 3-2 tonight in front of the Dallas Stars, and big W for the DJ Smith team. Again, their second and 3 game, and the Ottawa Senators win by a score of 3-2 tonight. Great performance. The 3-star of the night. The 3rd star, Joe Pavelski with 1 goal, 4 shots. The 2nd star, Connor Brown, 3 assists. And finally, Chris Tierney with 2 goals. The winner, goal, and plus the 2 goals on power play. They are the 3-star of the night. Joe Pavelski, Connor Brown, and finally, of course, Chris Tierney. Great performance for the Ottawa Senators. Great performance of the goaltender, also the Gustavsson. The final shot, 34 for the Dallas Stars, 27 for the Ottawa Senators. Have an amazing, great night, everybody. Whoa for London James. Congratulations. 29-29 with 20 seconds to left. Patriot have the ball. Chris Picard, welcome back, buddy. Thanks to join us. Cannot wait to see Brady Tkachuk go be back for the next game. I believe it's Thursday. I could be wrong. I don't have the schedule of Ottawa, but I heard the game is going to be Thursday night. So that's congratulations again for the Ottawa Senators for the big W. Overtime, coach. I'm going to jump in there right now. I'm finishing the show right here. Again, guys, Ed Carlos. I was there. Great game, Ed Carlos. Welcome aboard. Thanks for joining us, guys. Excited game, Ed Carlos, tonight for the Ottawa Senators. Again, congratulations for your team to win. Hopefully, you're going to subscribe to the show. Don't forget to click on the likes. Guys, great job for everybody. I was happy to make this possible. Like I said, we do the Montreal Canadiens, Florida Panthers. We try to jump in with Toronto and Ottawa. I try to get more game on the Canadian team when we can have a chance to make the live stream. So I was very happy to have that opportunity today. And again, a great W for the Ottawa Senators, 3-2. We're going to shortly shut down this very quickly. Why, Coach? Usually I do a post game, but unfortunately we are back at 9 o'clock, so I have about only 82 minutes to come back for the 3rd show of the day. It's called the Power Play Show. We're going to talk about the week, what's happening around the NHL. All the injuries happen this part, so that'd be good about that. Macarois, tu as bien raison. It's not good for the Montreal Canadiens. Another team, Atlantic, win tonight. Again, the Dallas Stars. Yeah, absolutely right, Mark, about that one over there. But it's early in the season. A lot of things could happen, and it would be interesting to see that. So thank you so much, everybody, to watching another great show. I knew Pavelski was scoring, Mr. Blitzer. Yes, you're right about that. And again, I'll be back at 9 o'clock. We can talk about this game for sure a little bit later. Before we leave, we just want to remind you, good call on the Senator W earlier. Yeah, no problem, Mr. Blitzer. Before we leave, we just want to remind you one more thing. You are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you. Thank you so much for watching another great live stream by the Hockey Nation Show. This is your always Coach Frenchy. Don't forget, we'll be back at 90 minutes for another show with the Power Play Show. Have an amazing, great rest of your night, everybody. Go Evidence, go from there, my friend Steve G. Have a great night, everybody.
What do I know? What's going on now? Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I let go? I do really want to know what's going on now. Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I say so? We're just putting on a show. Oh, 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 oh.
Filip.